Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Save with Crypto, or if you're a newcomer, welcome to Save with Crypto. My name actually is Save with Crypto. It's amazing the synchronicity. And in the comments so far, just Mr. Delta. And hello, mate. How you doing? Seem to have a lot of people on X rather than YouTube, which is always a bit strange, and I'm not quite sure why actually. But anyway, that's good. And Kaz is here. Excellent, brilliant. I think I'm on my own today, so I think Maff's busy doing like real work. So unfortunately, I don't think he'll pop in today. But never mind. We can have a bit of fun meanwhile, I suppose. I'm going to get on with it because I am in a long. I'm not actually in that massive long I was in yesterday. I can actually show you what I'm in. It's not very exciting actually. It's just one from this morning really. Just when we were down here, I just went long there. I put a stop loss like well in profit at the moment. It's currently like 10% in profit, but that's okay. I've got a smaller USDT trade here that's 25% in profit, but that's a tiny one. That's only $100, so that's only like $27 in profit. So I am looking probably to take some profit or possibly even consider a short fairly soon, I think. And I'll show you the reason for this. Let's just go over to the main chart again. And I suppose, even though there's no math here, I suppose there would absolutely be no harm in doing this. Okay, so that was Quadzilla. That was that reptile type thing that was dancing about there, which is our indicator we've made for TradingView. I will put it on in a moment, but first of all, I just want a quick look at the actual chart on the monthly. Now, I'm actually using the BTC USD perpetual contract chart from ByBit. Okay, so that's what I'm using here on TradingView. The reason being is I don't know why it seems to work better with Quadzilla than the index chart, but I think it does because it shows a few things that the index chart doesn't always show you. I mean, otherwise, I tend to use whatever exchange I'm on. So for the moment, I'm mostly on Bitunix. So you could use the Bitunix chart, but I do like this BTC USD perpetual ByBit chart because it has like a lot of data going back a long way. I think 2018. Okay, it's not enormous in the whole history of Bitcoin, but it's all right. Okay. Anyway, so what I'm looking for here, and I'm sure you've seen me do it many times, is what I like to do is just get the horizontal ray tool, put the magnet on, and then I just look for either areas where the price hung around quite a lot or the price reversed. So for example, like these two candle bodies here that are together, that's from March and April last year. And I just like to put a horizontal ray there. And the monthly ones, I tend to make them purple. Somehow in my mind, I think monthly magenta, something like that. Anyway, and I'm actually going to label it as well. Or shall I? No, I'll leave it. Okay, so that's an interesting one there where the price did reverse, which looks like it's pretty much where we are at the moment. Okay, so that one's of interest there. And then this one up here. Okay, this is obviously a lot higher, and that's kind of round about 93,371. Okay, so that's not really much of a concern at the moment. So you can see here on the monthly, there's not that much. I suppose what we've got as well, we've got this wick here, haven't we, from December last year. So that was the low of December. That might be relevant. Other than that, that's about it, unless we want to put in these higher ones here, like that wick there. That's up at 89. And then there's one here, which is at whatever that is, 90K or whatever. Okay, so that's what we can see on the monthly. Let's just go to the weekly for a moment, because I don't know. I feel there might be a bit of a pullback. I still think the overall trajectory is going to be upwards, but I feel there will be a bit of a pullback soon. Really, I can't see a ton more relevant stuff there. I suppose going on the same kind of premise, these two candle bodies together there. Now I'm going to make this one white, so it's white for weekly. Okay. So there's that there. There's not much other than that. Maybe the tops of those candles there. Yeah, those two there. Maybe that's relevant. Okay. Right. So that's what we've got for the monthly and the weekly levels. That's what we can see there. So I'm going to go down to the daily now. I'm not actually going to bother drawing in levels from the daily, but I just want to see what this looks like with Quadzilla. So we put on Quadzilla. So Quadzilla, for those who don't know, adds a momentum oscillator down here and lots of things up here, including these green and red lines, which are retracement levels. The green ones are bullish retracement levels where the price tends to come back to, like what this one did here. And the red ones are prices levels, rather, where the price goes up to and then rejects. So that's that. I'm just going to check the audio. All right, that's all right. Camera's frozen as usual, so because of my crappy internet. All right, so let's just zoom out a little bit. So you can see that the Quadzilla indicator has just been absolutely brilliant on these daily, on this daily time frame. This retracement level here that it started drawing in October 2024, down at 62K, was pretty much the bottom that we saw in February. Amazing. You know, the price just came woof all the way down there. Who'd have thought it would go from an all-time high to there? Well, if you had Quadzilla, looked at it on the daily time frame, you would have seen, yeah, it probably will one day. Okay, so the other way around is we have got this retracement, a bearish one up here at 89,331. Okay, that's on the daily time frame. So I'm going to draw in some of these levels, but I'm going to draw them in from different time frames. I'm not going to go crazy with this, but I want to find an area where there's a bit of a cluster of these levels, if you like, you know. So let's get the horizontal ray again. I'm going to put that sort of on the end of that one there, and I'm going to make it red, and I'm going to label it. What should I say? I'll say like, I should call it. I'll do what 1D for daily. It's pretty obvious what it is, isn't it? So that'll do. I'm not going to worry about that green one down there because I suppose I could, couldn't I? No, let's not worry about that one for the moment because I think I'm looking for a price higher than where we are now, where it might reverse from. So let's have a look. 12-hour maybe. Okay, so the 12 hour has got another retracement a little bit higher. Okay, so just about there. So let's do that and label that 12H. That looks interesting. Okay, it's 12-hour. Let's try the 4-hour. Right. So let's put that in there. We'll label that 4-hour. And we'll also put in this one up here. And label that as 4 hours as well. Now, is this going to help? I think, to be honest, the actual Quadzilla retracements are probably more useful than the actual monthly retracements, but we'll leave them all there for the moment. Is it worth looking at the 1 hour? You see, the 1 hour has actually got these ones coming from back here. But they're all... Actually, there is this one here. 83,273. Yeah, let's put that one in. This one here. So let's label that 1 hour. And there is also this green. It's actually a thin one, isn't it? If you look back here. This is one where the price was coming down. And it was actually a little bullish retracement. So it went up and completed it. But it hasn't completed the step 3 yet. So that is also a thing, isn't it? However, it is very close to the other one, so I might just leave it like that. Okay. All right. So there we are with that. So what can we see on Quadzilla on the momentum oscillator? Well, I think you might have noticed here, and I'm seeing this more on the ByBit chart than any other chart, to be honest. We have got these trend shields going quite mad here. Okay. So what the trend shield means, you can see this convergence band here had gone right up here over the 80% mark. So the asset is at the moment very overbought. So, you know, it should turn around and start coming down at some point. But the trend shield means that, well, hang on a minute, because it's still going up. And indeed it is going up, isn't it? So while that trend shield is there, the price probably will go up. However, that won't last forever. If you look back in the past when it did that, you can get an idea of what it might do. Let's find a bit where it's got loads of them all together. Doesn't happen that often, does it? I want to see like a big long row of them, like we got there. Come on. Nope. Not telling me this is, there you go. Right, when was that? Ooh. Okay. Right. This is a good example of what could happen, I reckon. So you see here at the moment, you're getting all these. I mean, this was mad, wasn't it? It was like billions of these. They started on, start of January 2025. They went on for a couple of days, and all the time the price was just trying to go up, and eventually they stopped appearing and the price pulled back a little bit. Not a lot, I suppose. Percentage wise it might have been, what would that have been? Just turn the magnet off. That pullback about 1.8%, so not an enormous pullback. I suppose if you're counting to there, that was much bigger, but initially it wasn't much. So basically what happened, it was getting very, very high like that, and then it pulled back a bit, and you can see the convergence band here came down, and then it started to go up here in the summer, like June 2025, and then it went back up again. So I'm wondering if something like this is going to happen, just where at the moment it won't break out completely, but it will kind of pull back a little bit, and then it'll go up more later on. That's the kind of thing I'm expecting, but it does look bloody lively, doesn't it? Let's go over to where we are now. Can I just do a reset? Okay. So we are getting towards one of those lines I just drew. So that is a bearish retracement there on the 1 hour time frame. At 83,410. And what are we at now? 82. Bloody hell, 82,534. Okay. Right. Well, that's where we are. Let me just have a look at my trade. So I'm going to move my stop loss up a bit, because I'm not quite trusting it at the moment. So I'm going to do that. That's nicely in profit though, isn't it? 15% there. Okay. That one's 27% in profit. That's good. Let's move that stop loss as well. Oh, it's right down there. Yeah, I can come up a bit. This is just a small trade, really. No, I've put a take profit in there at 82,917, and I can't remember why I did that. I'm actually going to leave that on the BTC USDT one. I'm not going to leave that. I'm not going to do that on the BTC USD one, although maybe I should. Oh, what shall I do? Let's have a look. No, I think I'm going to hold out for this 83,396 level. I think this is. I think it's going to get to about there and then reject. We're above that monthly level now that I drew in earlier on, so that's good. Still getting the trend shields, but look, this convergence band is right up here, and it's like super thin, isn't it? It's just like 1 pixel wide. So it's going to have to turn around and cool off a little bit at some point, isn't it? So what we're at now, 12:21. So another 2 and a bit hours before New York Open. Could we get a push higher? It's very likely, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So I think this area here, 83,400 essentially. I think that should be a take profit that I might go for. I think I might set that up actually. 83. Yeah, let's say 83,400. So sorry, that was what I was just showing there. Sort of 83,400. Let's go back to the exchange. Share that. Okay. So this one here, 83. Yeah, I think so. I think I'll take like half. No, three. Let's close about 3/4 of the trade there at 83,400. Close long. Okay. So that should make, if that works out, that will make 0.0125 Bitcoin, which is about, what's that? It's about $800, isn't it? Okay. So we'll see if we get there. Yeah, so this account wasn't, it's not quite as juicy as it was yesterday, because at one point it was up to like 24 grand, and down to about 22 today. So yeah, I didn't lose any. I just didn't take as much profit as I could have done yesterday. So lesson to be learnt there. Yeah, cool. Anyway, let's have a look at the comments. See who's turned up. Okay. Oh, blimey, a few people here. So just so hello, Kaz. Aki V8. Hi, hello, Aki V8. Not sure I've seen you before. Oh, oi, Savaloy, Scotty. What are you up to? XMR been on a run since April the 3rd. Okay. I haven't got any Monero, and not sharing your screen again. Oh no, sorry about that. I'm crap like that. I just, especially when I'm on my own, because like, there's no one like physically telling me in my ear, sort of like, oi, sort it out. Anyway, right, I'm glad you're all here. It's quite busy actually. There's a lot of people on X watching as well, so that's nice. By the way, share this if you're able to use MEXC, and if you go to savewith.crypto.org/MEXC, I'm not sure if it'll actually display this properly, but oh, that's not right. That's not the one. Hang on a sec. Why is that doing that? Let me just get the actual campaign. Hang on a sec. Let me go over to my other computer, and I'll just get that. Right, that's what I was trying to show you. Let me just put that into the chat. Okay, now this isn't available in every country, unfortunately, but if it is available in yours, then do go over there. And if you put $100 in MEXC, then you're going to get a $30 trading bonus during this campaign, which is like brilliant, isn't it? So yeah, cool. It isn't available in the UK, unfortunately. I know there's a few people here in the UK. I can use MEXC because I've got a Palo ID, and for some reason that is okay, even though it seems to kind of detect your IP address. But if I go like register now, don't think it works. Oh, okay, it does. But if I do that when I'm not logged in, it will say you're not eligible for this. So I think that's because it knows I'm in the UK. But for some reason now it thinks I'm in the I'm somewhere else. The cool thing is they gave me, but you probably saw it on a video I did the other day, but they gave me some money to play with to try it out, which has disappeared. Now, hang on a sec. So I'll get back to the matter in hand in a minute. USDTM, there you go. Yeah, they gave me $500 to play with, like trading bonus, just to try it out, and doing all right. Look, it's So my entry was 79730, and currently 36% up. Let's make a little thingy. There you go, 36.5% up. $185 in profit. There you go. So that's how that one's doing at the moment. So that's good, isn't it? So anyway, but yeah, I don't know. It's there if you want it. But yeah, $30 for free by just depositing $100. So that's worth doing. As I say, you can't use it in certain countries. So in other countries, use Bitunix. Go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, and we got really cool offers on there at the moment. There's big sign-up deposits and rewards for achieving, reasonable trading volumes. And my trading volume. But bear in mind, like a couple of weeks ago, I only had about like $3,000 in this account. I've now got it up to like about 20 grand with some trading, and my futures 30-day trading volume is now 15.1 million. So that's really cool, and that means with the current campaign is I'm going to get $1,000 bonus for that. So that's really cool. The only drag is they've downgraded me to VIP 3 because I had one of those VIP 7 vouchers, and it ran out this morning, and so I'm just on VIP 3 now, which is just because of the trading volume. So I've actually asked the affiliate guy to give me another voucher to upgrade me to VIP 7, which we can also do for you guys as well. If you kind of join Bitunix, put $1,000 in, and then just send me your UID, and I'll get you a voucher to upgrade to VIP 7 as well. Anyway, so at the moment I'm only VIP 3, which feels like really inferior anyway, but but it's still better than no VIP, and that gets you cheaper fees, and you get these mystery boxes on every Monday that are like really ace, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be a VIP. Anyway, right, what's happening now to the price of Bitcoin? It's good, isn't it? So these trend shields are still appearing. The price is still going up. This is really quite mad. Now, what I was looking at the other week was I was looking at this on the daily time frame, and you know what I like to look for is the cross of the yellow 21 EMA and the green 55 EMA. Now that happened, and I was very delighted about it in the middle of April, and that was around about 16th of April. So we got that cross then, which is a bullish thing, which generally means the price is going to go up, which it certainly has done ever since. And you can see back in the past when we get the crosses on the daily, you probably ignore that bit because that was just a bit choppy up at the top. But things like this one here that we had in April 2025, it did that and then rallied up to an all-time high. So could the same happen again? Yeah, possibly. What I am looking at now though is the 2-day time frame. So if we go to the 2-day time frame, and you can see that although the yellow 21 is getting near to the 55 here, mate, it's not quite there. You're not quite crossing over. But look how powerful this one is, So this one happened here, April 2025. And, that increase there was, I suppose the price was there, wasn't it? So the price went up 33% from there up to the all-time high. So if that cross does happen, then I'm going to be very happy, actually. So when could that happen? I suppose, don't know, if you imagine if that went up like that and then that went like that, then I suppose you're looking at about then, which would be like sort of next week, really. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Might happen, or it might come down again first, and like I've said with these EMAs, if they look like they're going to cross and they don't, then the reaction in the opposite direction is normally quite violent. Let me show you an example. Sorry, I'm scribbling everywhere. Oh God, I'm doing it again, aren't I? God, I'm so sorry. Oh God, I've just shown you all the wrong things. Right, that's my link. Actually, I'm going to pin that. Let me just do that. Pin message. Right, so that message is pinned. Scotty, what do veteran users of MEXC get? If you're not using my link, nothing. Unfortunately, I did ask. I did ask if people could, like, with if they wanted to, if they could move their referral code over to my one, so I could give them better offers. And apparently, if it's less than 3 months old, then they can't do it. So whoever you signed up for with MEXC, they'll be getting commission forever. So I've got one like that. I've got one with ByBit, and I know whose link it was, and I don't like them anymore. And I kind of don't really want them to have the commission, but they're getting it, and there's nothing I can do about it because I don't want to redo the KYC because I did it with my Palau ID, and I don't think ByBit accept that anymore. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. Anyway, yeah. So sorry about that, Scotty. I don't know how it works. I mean, I don't know if you can just scrap your account, get a new one, and redo your KYC. Maybe you can. I don't know, but the problem is they've changed the KYC stuff. So you have to do it now. I don't think you used to. I think it used to be like non KYC. Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna have to repeat that bit I just said, right? Because you didn't see anything of it. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot like that. Right. So look, I was talking about the crosses on the daily time frame of the green 55 EMA and the yellow 21. Okay. And then I was talking about the 2-day time frame. So that's where we are here. Okay. And what I was saying is it looks like these are heading towards each other. So it looks like they should probably cross over next week. And what I was about to show you was I'm trying to find an example of where they didn't cross over. So it's not really that many, actually. Yeah, it is a good one. Now, you see, if we were somewhere like this at the moment, and you're thinking like, okay, well, this was March 2022, so the price was going up there. So the yellow 21 EMA was going up like that, and the green 55 was starting to go like that. And you think, oh, okay, they're probably going to cross, and they didn't, right? And as they didn't, the price then came down. Jesus Christ, 62%. Did it really? It did, didn't it? Wow, it went from like 43k down to 16. Yeah, I suppose it did, didn't it? Can't imagine Bitcoin around 16k anymore, can you? I suppose it might happen one day, but I don't know. Can't say it really. Anywho, so that's where we are really. So yeah, I'm expecting a little bit or more upside. Let me just have a look at the comments again. Scotty, I'm like that with any link. I signed up with TMG. I don't get in your. It's actually my ByBit link isn't the TMG one sort of thing. I don't mind TMG, to be honest. I know he doesn't like me, but like, he's yeah, I don't know. He's I know we fell out, but I think he just delegated the firing of me to other people, and I don't think he had much say in it really. But yeah, I kind of blame other people for not listening to me. But anyway, so there's that. But no particular hard feelings, there you go, really. Anyway, so yeah, no, it wasn't the ByBit thing. Was it? It was. It was. I thought it was originally Keith Waring, who was that guy I met last year in Spain. He used to have a channel. What was it called? I can't remember what his channel was called, but his indicator was called Profit Sniper. Maybe his channel was called Profit Sniper. Can't remember now. Or was it? No, Keith's Crypto Trades. I think that's what it's called. Used to say, click the link above my head quite a lot. An English guy, absolutely lovely guy actually. But yeah, I met him in Spain last year. He was brilliant. He was, but he's having a lot of hassle with his ex-wife and stuff. So he's not on YouTube at the moment. But so I thought he was getting my ByBit commission. And when I met him in Spain, he said, "Well, I still seem to get I still seem to get paid from ByBit." And I said, "Well, it's probably me. I'm probably like one of your, not exactly a whale, but like someone who trades regularly on ByBit." And he said, "Oh, what's your UID?" And I gave it to him, and he said, "That's not me. That's my ex-business partner. It was somebody who completely stiffed him." And someone who he'd like befriended, and then given them somewhere to stay in his own home and stuff, and looked after them and got them involved with the channel, and then they just like completely shat on him, and that's who my ByBit commission is going to. And there's not a lot I can do about it because I can't change the KYC. I mean, there was an affiliate guy who approached me from ByBit who said, we can transfer your KYC, and I think that would probably be okay if the Palo thing was still a thing, but I don't think what do you call it? I don't think ByBit do that anymore. So anyway, so there you go. Want what do you mean want? I'm like that with anything. I don't. Oh, so you don't want him getting your okay. That's nice of you to say so, Scotty. Anyway, TNB is a complete grifter. That's someone who works hard. Is that right? No, he doesn't even share this crappy indicator anymore. He started his YouTube journey slagging off of it. Okay, okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, also promises stuff. Yeah. I still think we ought to do the Timex giveaway. Give away a Timex watch, 23 quid watch or something. Brilliant. I think we'll have to do that. Cool. Okay. Right. Thanks for the comments. It's brilliant. Keep them coming. Actually, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here because I do need to go out and do a few things, but I want to see what Bitcoin's going to do. I should have a look at Monero as well, shouldn't I? So I'll leave that there for the moment, and let's. Shall I open a new tab? No. Right. So let me remember where I am. So it's the ByBit, BTC. Okay. Right. Let's have a quick look at XMR. Why have I got that selected? Oh, okay. So yeah. Well, that's interesting, actually, isn't it? Because look here with the XMR chart, you're actually about to get that crossover. In fact, it's almost happening, isn't it? In fact, it is. So for your Monero, that's probably very good news. But do watch out for that retracement up there. So what happened last time that happened? That was in October 2025. Yeah, and obviously it went up to there, didn't it? That might be a good thing, actually. I'm kind of tempted to get a little bag of Monero because I know like maff's into it, and it's probably got a good future, hasn't it? It's just not something I've ever been particularly interested in. So yeah. But yeah, I could see that doing that again. Okay, that's interesting. I bet on the daily that's looking great, isn't it? Yeah. So that got that bullish cross there. So definitely watch it when it gets up to $500 or whatever. Yeah. All right. So Bitcoin's pulling back a little bit right now. Let's just go into the, I don't know, 5 minute. Okay. You can see all these trend shields going mad here, even on the 5 minute, can't you? Okay. Let's get rid of that bit. Okay. Now, I wonder what will happen here. I wonder if that'll just have a little bit of a chill up here, or if it'll come back to these. This is the 1 minute time frame, or if it'll come back to these down here. Could do, couldn't it? So on the 1 hour, probably still got those trend shields like going like mad, haven't we? Yeah, I it's obviously needs to get above that monthly level that I drew earlier on, and then get up here, doesn't it? I think it'll do it. I think I'll do it. Just needs something to happen, doesn't it? Doesn't help all that Michael Saylor stuff, him sort of saying that, yeah, we're going to sell a bit of Bitcoin now so we can pay the bills. When he's done all that, do not sell your Bitcoin. Well, do not sell your Bitcoin unless you need the money, which what he seems to be doing at the moment. Yeah, okay, brilliant. So I always get a bit distracted when I've got trades on myself, because I'm thinking like, what shall I do? Obviously here, when we get little pullbacks like this, what I'm usually looking for down here in the momentum oscillator is I'm just looking for like, the price sort of pulling back a little bit and then, but not staying down there. So obviously if it's gonna like dive bomb down, then what you see, so for example here, you see the price, the momentum come right down there, and then it won't even show any sign of like recovery until you start seeing these green bars and the super ups, and even then it might just be a little woof up and then comes down again, so I want to make sure we don't see anything like that. But this bit here might just be a bit like this, where it sort of pulls back a little bit and then goes back up again. And to be honest, if it does that, I might even think about adding a bit more to my position, because I still think we're going to go a little bit higher. I did initially think that 82.5 might be, a kind of psychological kind of level, but we did go above there, didn't we? We went up to 82.8 almost. So, yeah, maybe that's not the case. So yeah, having a bit of a chill at the moment. I would show you some stuff to do with Big Claude AI, but I've actually been using it for some of my normal work, and I've been teaching it all my my search engine optimization knowledge that I've learned over the last like 14 years or so, so that I can do that kind of work, without having to do it basically. And by doing that, by giving it loads of like stuff to learn and then loads of reports to work through and learn from, I've caned all my usage, and it's not it's not going to let me do anything now unless I buy more usage, upgrade the plan, or wait until 1:20. So that's part of the reason I was going to shoot off a little bit early, because yeah, I just need to get all my data and stuff together for that, so I can do a little bit of work and send it off. But I must admit, I'm really loving the whole AI thing. You know, just generally for just getting stuff done. You know, it's really nice. But yeah, and I'm liking Claude, although I do find I cane the usage of it really quickly. Okay, so right, the price has come down here a little bit now. I'm starting to get this bit of green here on this 1 minute time frame. How's my trade looking? Shall I add a little bit to it? Shouldn't really, should I? Maybe I will. Maybe just a little bit, just a little 10%. Shall I do that? And what I normally do is I normally just pick that price out the bottom of the order book and then just do a limit order. And and see how that changes it. Okay, so I'm going to leave my stop loss there. So now that's quite big now, and that's like 1.32 Bitcoin, which is $109,000 position size. So yeah, okay, it'll probably come down now. But yeah, that's all right. Just want it to go back up now. Let's go back to the chart. I should have really waited until we saw something like a, you know, proper green background there. But I think with it being quite bullish, I don't think that's going to happen just yet. I do find the 3 minute time frame quite good fun as well. You see, that was good for these trend shields, wasn't it? And you see when the trend shield fades out, that's when the price comes down. And 5 minutes looking, that's all right. Still looking bullish to me. That was just a little chill, I think that was. That's all that was. Yeah. Oh, okay. So now we've got a super down on the 12 minute. Oh, yeah. I wish I'd seen that actually. Okay, that might not be the end of the world. Although they do, yeah, they don't happen that often, do they? What did that one do? Yeah, maybe it's just something like that where it just pulls back a little bit. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all over. The little pullback. Go on, go up. Okay. Right, what's our time? 12:50. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot off actually. Let me just have a quick look at the comments, check there's nothing nothing exciting. Timex. You definitely should have some privacy, mate. Steer clear of ZEC. It's not as good as XMR. Okay. I'll tell you what I do want. You know, I want a way. Well, I suppose everybody wants this, don't they? I want a way how I can get but I don't mind if it becomes. Well, I do a bit, but I don't massively want it to become a taxable event. But I mean, I do want a way how I can get like crypto into, well, sort of into a bank really, but not. But it could happen via a card if necessary. I don't know. And it's the sort of thing that I'm kind of hoping that the Zoid Pay people can sort out when they finally get their act together, which apparently now they're getting there, but now they're waiting once again on the iOS approval. So I don't know. It'll happen one day, won't it? Anyway, Kaz saying, saw the Sol 4-hour cross yesterday. Did I go in? Yes. Did I come out after hardly any time and should have stayed in? Oh yes. Why did I come out? Oh god, I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Actually, sorry, I'm not laughing. Actually, well, I suppose I am a little bit, but let's have a look. But it's just I've done that so many times, you know. So 4-hour. Oh Jesus Christ! I'll see what you mean. Oh wow. Okay. So that was yesterday, wasn't it? Yesterday at 5 o'clock. Yes, that happened, and then boom. Ooh, I didn't realise Solana had done that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry you didn't stay in there, Kaz. That would have been nice. That's 5% move. Did not realise Solana had done that. That's quite good news, actually. Oh, okay. Too late now, unfortunately, isn't it? Oh, sorry to hear that. Anyway, US futures all in the green. Excellent, good. Mr. Anthony 570. I think you're new. Good to see the king is back. Which king's that? Anyway, Goblin card uses X. Okay. Goblin. I'll have a look at it. But the card's like 200 quid. So it's gobbling your money. Okay. No KYC. Oh, God, I have to write that down. So no KYC card. How the hell can they do that? That's like, is that possible? I thought that would be like, so like, I mean, you know, for something like that, it's probably worth paying 200 quid, isn't it? Kaz is a silly sausage. I'm sure you're not a silly sausage, but you know, everyone's a silly sausage sometimes, aren't they? Completely anonymous spending. Woohoo! Bloody hell! So if that appears on like a bank statement, does it say who it's from though? I mean, it must have like your name though, or not. Don't know. Gonna have to look into that. Rune and XMR, two of the most hated in the ecosystem, are collabing. I expect a crazy pump. Is that right? Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to explore this a bit, aren't I? So Rune and XMR. Okay. Sent you Goblin card. Oh, okay. All right. Cheers, Scotty. Okay. No, I'll take a look at that. And yeah, because I was thinking like, I probably shouldn't say too much on air, should I? But so I was thinking like, you know, if you had a way of taking card payments, then you could do that with a anonymous card that was funded by crypto. That's pretty good, isn't it? If the crypto came from a non KYC exchange, that's definitely a thing, isn't it? Anyway, non crypto exchanges, use savewith.crypto.org/Bitunix because it's ace. Okay, yeah. I hope that was a referral link and you get a little kickback because be nice to do a bit of a favor for you. Okay, and I'll probably do that. So Solana looking great actually. Bloody hell. Yeah. What else is good? EGLD up 5%. There's the thing. So XML is having a little bit of a pullback at the moment, little one. So it's tempting to go in. Tau's off, isn't it? Swissborg's doing all right. That's good. XRP. Even bloody CRO. Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Everything's looking good, isn't it? So what's actually looking crap? Pippin. All right. So you don't want to be in Pippin now. ETH BTC chart. Okay. So how's Ethereum doing? That's all right, isn't it? Okay. Right. So everything's looking pretty good, I reckon. Let's have a look at my trade. Okay. Didn't go up since I did that bit to it, but that's okay. So currently 10% up, 0.00. I really wish they showed that in the dollar amount, like what they just show you in whatever your underlying collateral is. So for example, the USDT one, it says like 29 USDT, but I'd love to see what that is in dollars, because at the moment I'm relying on like a post-it note stuck on my wall. I can't see because my camera's frozen, but it says 0.0014 BTC equals $100. So I think 0.0014, so that's 0.00708. So that's about that's about $400, isn't it? So yeah, not brilliant, but not bad. Not bad for a Wednesday morning, anyway. Okay, so that's about me done, I think. Really, unless there's any more comments. Oh, there's a few more. Scotty, of course. Right, so you sent me that on X. That's brilliant. Okay, I shall take a look in a minute. Jeff Barrett, the Dollar Vigilante subchannel, Crypto Vigilante, follows them, so I guess they've been using it. Okay, I don't know him actually. XMR is just touching previous resistance, turn support. Okay, oh, maybe I'll get some. Rune is so far down from all-time high, got to be worth a punt. I know there are things like that, and if what you're saying is correct, then yeah, that might be a thing actually. So there is that. Right, I'm going to go. So what's today? Today's Wednesday, isn't it? So Thursday, I'll be back here with math at this time. So like the midday UK time, 11 UTC. And I think we'll just generally do that. And I think I quite like the idea of the Tuesdays and at the later time, like the 3 o'clock UK time. So maybe we'll do that in the future. But I'm starting a bit of part-time work next week in a completely different. Well, it's just like a massive pivot for me. It's a sort of health-related role. So I'm quite excited about it. But it's nothing to do with crypto, nothing to do with technology. Well, a little bit to do with technology, but I'm starting doing that next week. It's a minimum wage job, so I'm just doing it for fun, really. But yeah, I might have to change sometimes, but not for the moment, because I've got like 4 weeks of training first. So that's just like a few hours a day. But yeah, that's all good. All right. Right, I've said goodbye about 1 million times and then I'm not gone, so I'm actually going to do it now. All right. Thanks everyone for coming along. It's been all right, actually. It's been quite a good turnout, really. Plenty of people on X. That's great. So thank you for that. So back tomorrow at midday, and take care, everyone. Trade safe, and see you tomorrow. All right.